Keep on playing your video games, stinky ass boy.
You know why I call my kids fuck trophies, right?
My life was in danger.
You really need to crack something.
All right. The Seattle Seahawks are absolutely spanking the New York Giants. And Monday Night Raw featured a battle for the Intercontinental Championship. If you're in the chat right now, the first thing that we need you to do is to let me know what was the best thing on Monday Night Raw tonight. In the chat right now, let's see what you guys think. What was the best thing about Monday Night Raw tonight? Please leave it in the type it in the chat right now. What was your favorite thing? What was the best thing? What do you think? What match, what moment, what promo, what segment, whatever it is. Maybe it was Kayla Braxton's ass, I don't know. Or whoever the women are now, I don't even know anymore. What was the best part for you as far as Monday Night Raw goes? That's what we want to know in the chat, so let us know. How's everybody doing? It's a Monday night. Open forum here tonight on the show. If you were smart enough, you would be a Patreon person, a patron, for at least $1 a month, and you would have heard my 25-minute podcast earlier today because I talked about who won, WWE or AEW, when it comes to Jade or Edge. Who was the company that came out on top with that trade-off? I talked about that on Patreon earlier today. You heard some of it on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I did also make a video. You may have seen it a couple hours ago. Some people maybe didn't see it because the algorithm hates me, but, you know, you're supposed to see it if you're on YouTube. But so far, only 500 people have seen it, so I know it didn't go out to everybody. Plus the middle of Raw, you know, all that sort of thing. So if you get a second at some point later on, what is going on right now with this music? Yeah, give me the MJF music back. Jesus. So at some point, if you guys get a minute later on, you're going to want to listen to me talk about Tony Khan speaking about Jade and why the contract went the way it did. Talking about Nick Wayne, what I think about his situation the other night. I also talked about Edge and AEW and the money and who won AEW or WWE. Talked about who the number one merch guy in WWE is, and you know, it's between a few people, but also some big sales for merchandise on John Cena. Who's the biggest merch guy in WWE right now? Is it John Cena or is it somebody else? I talked about that as well on Patreon earlier today. So give that a listen if you're a patron later on. It's 25 minutes long. I went into a lot of things. The first 11 minutes, though, are on YouTube for free. Check that out. Gunther! Big match tonight. I thought this was a great job featuring the Intercontinental title the way it should be featured, the way it, quite honestly, used to be featured as far as WWE goes. They really, really, really did a great job of actually featuring it again. So thankfully, yeah, I don't know, man. This feels like a mid-card Intercontinental Championship rivalry. You know, it feels like that. And this match, it made the Intercontinental title feel big, like it's supposed to feel. And the Seattle Seahawks cause a turnover, cause a fumble again. If you had the Seattle Seahawks on your fantasy tonight, it's unbelievable what you're doing right now. It is just absolutely exploding for you if you pick the Seahawks on your fantasy picks tonight. I unfortunately didn't pick them for my MVP multiplier. If I had done that, I would be winning $100,000 right now. But instead, I spent $3, and I'm winning 13. So, but had things gone a little bit of a different way, Could have been a better situation. But like all things with me, I fucked up. In life, I fuck up in everything, let's be honest. And just like Al Bundy, in the end, I get fucked or I fuck it up. That's my life. I am Al Bundy. Married with Children is one of the biggest. I relate to that show more than anything. I used to think it was Star Trek, but I just love Star Trek, and I want my life to be Star Trek. But my life's not Star Trek. My life is I'm Ed O'Neill as Al Bundy. I'm the guy who gets the phone call from the radio station that says, you just won $1 million. And then I go down the radio station and they say, oh, we called the wrong person. Sorry. We just gave the check to this other guy. Don Cronin. We accidentally called you. We didn't know we left a message, though. Oh, well, you did, and I thought I won, and I'm going to sue you. And then I would sue them, and then I'd lose in court. And my whole life would be destroyed, and I'd kill myself. That's what would happen. Ed O'Neill, Married with Children. I can't believe that Al Bundy didn't end himself in that show. It's like every season Al Bundy, something fucking horrific would happen where he would you'd think that he was going to just win, have this epic win in life, and then he would just get screwed out of something, bro. And he would just and somehow he never offed himself, That's the only thing missing. But thank God, because they should bring that show back. You know what I mean? Imagine they bring back Married with Children. They can't. I think they were gonna bring it back in cartoon form or something, but and I know that Christina Applegate would have problems. That wouldn't be. That's the thing that sucks. It's too bad they didn't bring back Married with Children, 5 or 6 years ago before all the I guess the woke stuff was starting to happen. But you know what I mean? They didn't bring it back years ago, but right before it got PC, and the woke stuff started happening everywhere. Oh. And we could have gotten one season of Married with Children. That would have been great. Wouldn't it have been great if we could have gotten that? Oh, it would have been so good. But, yeah, I talked about a lot of this stuff on my podcast earlier tonight. But, yeah, man, what was the best match of the night? I'd love to see it in the chat. I asked it earlier, and we'll see what you guys have to say. But let's see. What do you think? Best match of the night. Let me scroll up and see what people are saying. The best match of the night. Tommaso Ciampa is back with Johnny Gargano, apparently. DIY is back together when we missed most of it because they cut away. You had to sit through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. 3 freaking hours of Monday Night Raw. And the most interesting and probably important part of the entire night, probably, although the fans, they didn't, half the fans felt like they didn't even know what was going on. I feel like people don't understand because they weren't NXT fans or something. But you're like, oh, wow, DIY, Johnny Gargano's back. What's going to happen? Oh, cool. And now they're going to do the, commercial. Or, oh, wait, it's over. We missed the most important part. I just thought that was a riot. It was pretty funny. Yeah. 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 So yeah, they cut away during the most important part, and we missed the beatdown by DIY, but at least we found out about DIY. I hope to God that they're setting up a DIY run and then a Johnny Gargano versus Ciampa rivalry, because that's what I want to see again. I want it again, man. I want the rivalry back. Ciampa and Gargano. The problem is we've all seen it multiple times, and it was really good. But now it's like half the crowd has never seen it. And it kind of has the same problem that, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had, where it's like, okay, we've already seen this great story, but if you haven't seen it, you don't know, what's going on. It's not as important to you. And if they have to retell it, it's kind of like, okay, but I've already seen that. So it's like a reformation of the tails again. So it's like, I don't know. But it does feel like for now they just need a tag team. So hopefully I'm not getting ahead of myself and they can be a tag team until, I don't know, until they need them at Mania, something like that. I am going to go to the donations 1 second. I know people, I actually don't know what people did, but I think I saw a super chat a minute ago. I will play the donations in a second. I just want to remind everybody that my longer podcast is up on Patreon right now. If you missed it, you got to check it out, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I talked about Tony Khan speaking about Jade and how he lost the contract with her to WWE. Nick Wayne, my opinions on that. Edge and Jade, the switch, who won, who came out with the better situation. And we talked about merchandise sales for the WWE and a whole bunch of other opinions on all that stuff. So listen to that full podcast. If you're on YouTube, you heard the first 11 minutes. But if you're on Patreon, you heard the whole 25 minutes. You got to check that out later on. Maybe go to bed to it. Maybe listen to it in the car in the morning if you want. Listen to it tonight. I don't know. But all right, I'll go to the donations. I know there's some donos, and I do also want to grab this and put it right here.
Super chat party.
Here we go.
Sup, Joe? I haven't been here in a while. How are you?
What's up? Who is that? I don't even know. Let's see. It is Dre from Maine. What up, Dre? How you doing, man? Dr. Dre. Dre from all the way up in Maine. I've been okay, man. It's not the best, but I've been okay-ish, I guess, Dre. What's up, Dre? I work a lot now, Dre, but I complain a lot. Dreamsland in the chat. What's up, Louis Urdaneta, Kurtman? Thank you to all the members. Louis Urdaneta. Just the Giants are getting the beef pounded out of them. At halftime, I was winning $300, and I was in like 7th place. I was like 1 point away from $100,000 at halftime. It was unbelievable. And now it looks like I'm going to win $14. So halftime, guys, if I'd won $100,000, I probably wouldn't even be on the air right now. I'd be jerking off and running around the house, and it would be insane. But no. The Seattle Seahawks just played too well on defense, and it multiplied the MVP spot for other people. And I needed Metcalf to catch another touchdown. I think if Metcalf had caught a touchdown, the Seattle Seahawks had been scored on, and Wan'Dale Robinson had scored a touchdown, I would be $100,000 rich right now. And actually, as it comes to be, right now, there's like a 30-person tie for first place. So instead, there was a guy winning $100,000 like the whole game, and then they ended up tying. So there's like 15 people who won $26,000. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was close, but not close enough. The Seattle Seahawks defense, 45 fantasy points. If you pick them, 45 fantasy points. If you pick the Seattle Seahawks as your MVP on FanDuel, that's crazy. Kind of crazy. So, but hey, I spent $3. I made 14. I'll take $14, I guess. So that was going on anyway. But yeah, so the main event of Raw tonight was good. But again, I want you guys, if you're just getting here, write in the chat, what's the best moment of Raw tonight? What is it? Is it the DIY reunion? Is it the main event with Gunther and Baldy? Is it something else? I hope you guys let me know what match, what moment, what promo, what situation was the best moment of 3 hours of Raw tonight. I'd like to know what you guys thought the best thing was. And if you already said it, say it again, because I might have missed it. Scrolling through the chat. All right, we're going to play donation, but let me put the donation link up for you guys. If you want, you guys can super chat. The super chats are down below. Feel free to super chat and help out. Or feel free to use the Streamlabs link, of course. And let me pin it to the top. D. Welsh is back. Very nice. Gunther versus Tommaso Ciampa. It was good. It could have been even better, but it was good. What's the best moment of the night? And when will Jade debut in WWE? When will Jade debut? That's what I want to know. We're live. Hit that like button. If you guys, we have 39. I'm gonna kill. You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. Shit, 38 likes. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Somebody get me to 100 likes so I can do an orgasm live on the air. I will do the orgasm live on the air if we get to 100 likes. But come on, bro. I can't believe it. 41 likes? What are we doing? This is just... That's sick. That's pathetic. That is sad. Let's go to the donations.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Joe, you ever watch Stevie Richards' channel?
Yes.
It's real good.
Actually, a little bit of a story here. What was it? And you may remember, some people may remember this because I talked about it back then, but I made a video a while back on microphones. I made a video about best microphones to use and audio recording and stuff like that. And Stevie Richards commented on my video, and then he commented on several videos after that for a while. And I found out that Stevie Richards watched my channel. So Stevie Richards was a regular. He'd be in the chat. He'd be talking to us in the chat all the time. And he would make comments on the show and stuff like that. So that was cool. And I don't know where that went. I don't remember where it went, but I know that yeah, he had comment. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is actually the video. So this was my microphone video from a while ago. And he was just talking tech with me, you know. Great video. I've been using the PR40 for a few years, but I'm constantly tempted by the RE20. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that soon, thanks. So it was crazy. Stevie Richards commented on my microphone video. And he had already been subbed and everything like that. So shout out to Stevie Richards. I do love his channel. I think he's great. He's inspiring. He's knowledgeable. He's fun to talk with. He's got great opinions, and he's a smart guy. And yeah, this was a good video for me. 73,000 views, and I had so many. I actually made $800 in Amazon revenue from this video because so many people purchased the RE20. This video sold about 380 RE20 microphones. I'm not even kidding about that. About 300-something microphones were sold because of this video. I mean, they should fucking hire me at this point because of this demonstration in this video. And I made about $800. Now, that was this was 6 years ago, and I made that $800 over the first year of the video, really. I might have made a little bit more, like just over 1,000. And that was on this video. So it was a big video. And yeah, no, but anyway, so that got me into watching Stevie Richards. And Stevie Richards, at the time, Stevie Richards only had like 500 subscribers. It's crazy. So I've been subscribed to Stevie Richards since he had like 500 subs when he was like nothing on it was crazy. So yeah, now he gets a little bit more traction. He's built up his channel quite a bit. He did a lot of research on, YouTube and audio, and he's always doing research on products and audio and things he's just always up on stuff. Great channel, great guy. But yeah, he's a good guy. Now, and my RE20 broke, actually. So it was a couple of years ago when my RE20 broke. So that's why I don't use it. Some people are always like, Joe, why don't you use the RE20? You said that was like your dream microphone. And I'm like, yeah, it was my dream microphone until it broke. And it's a $400 mic, so I never replaced it. This mic was on sale $250. And it's the best noise-canceling microphone. It's the closest sounding to the RE20, and it's the best at self noise cancellation. Like, it's so good. The Shure SM7B and the RE20, they would pick up the laundry machine and a lot of other, the heat being on and stuff. They would really pick it up a lot. This microphone barely does. So being in my office in the basement near the boiler and everything, even though I've got a wall up and some soundproofing, it's still, and the heat ducts run above and around and over. And so like this has been the best, microphone for that by far. But if I wanted to get a better audio quality for myself, it would be the RE20 certainly that I would, that I'd want to go with. Anyway, let's move back to the donos. I'm sorry, I bulldozing over your stuff. Donna, thanks for subbing.
Shit bum.
Mr. Pico Boulevard.
Married with children, now divorced with trans kids.
Divorced with trans kids. Mr. Pico Boulevard. Yeah, that could be a good show. Divorced with trans kids. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Pico Boulevard. Dre from Maine. And we had someone sub again for 28 months. Who was that? Because I didn't see it. I don't see it pop up on my screen, but I saw you do it in the chat earlier. I don't know who it was. It's kind of fucking aggravating that it's not popping up, though.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Oh man, Giants, what happened? If my Dolphins don't get 50 points to the Giants next week, I will be disappointed. Tyreek Hill is going to destroy their defense. And the Giants have to play the Bills after the Dolphins game. The Bills will probably get 70.
Oh, yeah. You're in trouble, Pacharo. Pacharo, you know what, though? It's okay. Yeah, the Dolphins should get 50 points. The Giants look terrible. The Giants might be the worst football team right now.
For over 30
They're terrible.
Years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Nick Wayne's father is dead.
Jesus Christ. Well, we know that from Christian. Without Christian telling us that, I don't think we would know that, right? Yeah, the Giants are terrible. Gerald Armstrong, thank you, Gerald Armstrong, for dropping the $3 and making me erect, brother. God knows my bank account needs it. $3 from Gerald Armstrong, you sexy beast. Somebody once said that a little man has a little boner. And I've got a twinkle in my eye. I don't know what that means. Chicago Bears, worst NFL team. No, Panthers are horrible. Yeah, they are too, but I don't know. Dude, the Giants looked real bad tonight. It looked real bad tonight. Dream Slain with the exclamation point. I don't think that works on YouTube. I think that only works on, like, Twitch. Dream Slain. But that'd be cool if it did work. Although the donation amounts and songs and whatever are listed down below. Not all of them are 100% accurate, but most of them are down there. Down below in the description box. Check them out. And then feel free to super chat if you'd like to. We'll make all the trolls jealous. When you donate to me, the trolls get angry, I'll tell you that. They get pissed. So piss off the trolls tonight with donations. if it's weird because if you donate a lot, then the trolls send me messages like, "Die, motherfucker!" Like, I'll kill you. But if I don't have a lot of donations, then the trolls send me messages. They're like, "Ha ha, loser!" Like, it's like just funny. It's like no matter what, they want me to die. It's just funny. No matter what, it ends in them wanting me to die. I know that, but it's a different type of like, you know, like when they're mad about donos, it's funny. Just like, haha, they're mad. That's funny. Louis Urdaneta on Twitter hit me up and he said, for me, it's not a steal. The contract expired. Yeah, you know, I mean, listen, man, I'm trying to make the best thumbnail I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they stole Edge from WWE necessarily either, but, you know, come on, bro. What's the best thumbnail? And by the way, it didn't work out too well because the fucking video barely get any views. But I think that's because I released it during WWE Raw. I think I might re-release it tomorrow. But, you know, I mean, Tony Khan steals Edge from WWE. I mean, haha. I mean, that's such a triggering, you know, thumbnail and title. Like, I don't really believe that, but it's just what do you call it? Not provocative. It's not enticing. It's God damn it. I can't think of words because my brain is fried. I know the word. I know that there's a word that I want to insert here, and it's not like salacious. It's not enticing. Is kind of the word enticing, but there's another one, provoking. It's a provoking thumbnail. That's the word. It's a provoking thumbnail. Not necessarily a thought-provoking one, but a provoking one. That's like, what? You know, and I don't know. So I just thought, hey, I don't know what to call this video. Rather than Edge goes to AEW, like, hey, Tony Khan steals Edge. I don't know. It's not the greatest thumbnail or anything, but it's just like, and I released it during the middle of Raw on a Monday night, which is a dead time to do it. Would have been better releasing this in the middle of the day. But, you know, it's like, it's at 500 views technically. It says 291 there. They haven't caught up to the views. Probably at 600-700 now, but you know what I mean? Like, supposed to be a bit of a, provoke. Make a move. You know? And I talked about a lot of stuff in it, you know, to be honest. So if you haven't heard that video, it's good, or I don't know if it's good. I mean, I think it's all right. If you listen to it, it's 11 minutes. But if you really want to get into it, the whole show is on Patreon. It's like 25 minutes long. It's on Patreon. You can download it. That is actually doing really well on Patreon right now. That has been one of my most listened to audio uploads on Patreon in 4 months. So in 4 months, that audio upload that I put up has the most downloads and listens of anything in 4 months. Edge signs the AEW, J to WWE. It's 25 minutes long, and you only hear about 11 minutes of it on YouTube. So go check that out later if you're a patron. There's over 105 of you guys on Patreon, so make sure you download that and listen to it. And shout out to John Wood, because John Wood became a $25 producer on Patreon. And Brandon also became a $25 patron producer. Thank you. Anyway. Let me put the poll up for Raw because I just want to get the vibe of what people thought of WWE Raw tonight. Let's get the vibe of what people thought Raw was tonight. I was bouncing around between Raw and that Giants Seattle game, which was just a blow away, beat down, just destruction. I consider AEW second-rated WWE company, says William Belcher. Well, I mean, they are they're a smaller company. You know, I mean, Willie Belcher. I mean, I can see why you do that. I mean, WWE gets a max viewership of about 3 million usually, gets a low viewership of about 1.6 million now, and AEW gets a high viewership of about 1 million and a lower viewership of around 600-something thousand. So, listen, of course, it goes Raw. It goes SmackDown, Raw. Those are 2 WWE shows. Then NXT sometimes now is beating AEW, but for the most part it goes SmackDown, Raw, Dynamite, NXT, and then, Collision, Rampage, and then Impact. So, yeah, they're in second place to WWE. That's what they are. They're a less popular. They're the second most popular wrestling promotion in America. That's what they are. So, when you say that...
Shit bum!
It was me, Joe. I am 28 months on the JC Army.
Oh, thank you, Louis Urdaneta. Sorry to make you pay to say that. I don't know why, dude, but the membership, it didn't pop up as an alert on my alert box. But I saw it in the chat. Thank you so much, Louis, man. 28 months. I know you're a patron, too. So you're a patron and a member. Oh, by the way, if you're a member, you will get that video popping up later. So for the people that missed out on that, my full podcast, it's up on Patreon.
It's my birthday.
It's going to come up, too, for you later.
So you became a member.
Oh, Dreamers Lane. You beast. Adam Copeland, DLC for AEW Fight Forever. Do you think they can do that? I mean, they just got to throw the weight, just throw the hair on him and get him out there. Then there can be Edge and Christian in a stadium stampede. That's what everybody wants. He's got to be able to do it. That game is chaos, bro. My kids love it. Like, my kids have played WWE 2K, and they're like, okay, wrestling, all right, whatever. But, dude, I have never seen my youngest son, he was having a blast playing that game, and my daughter, too. My daughter and my son, they sometimes put the game in, and they start, screaming and fighting each other. They have a blast with it. So even if you don't like the game, what I can say is it's the Stampede version online is kind of funny. It didn't end up turning out to be as hilarious and crazy as I thought it would be. It's fun and entertaining in a way, and it has some moments that are kind of crazy and fun as hell. But it didn't go full on like PUBG glitch that I was hoping for it to do, But, we tried. I would have allowed the Joe Cronin mixed with Jade Cargill name in the chat if he wasn't spamming so much. I would have allowed that. I think it's funny. I'm not like fucking Catman where I'm going to block you for stupid shit. And I only timed you out. You can come back. Just stop typing a million things. If you have a troll name and you type 900 times like this guy did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he just keeps fucking doing it. It's like, bro, you're gonna get sniped on that, Like you could if you typed fairly normally, but had that name, totally fine, you'd be allowed. But when you're spamming with that name, nah, bro, that don't work. You'll be back though. Maybe you learn the lesson. I don't know. Maybe. Fucking picture's hilarious, though. Please send me that picture in full. If you can blow that picture up to make it look even better, of me mixed with Jade Cargill, and send it to me, please. Thank you so much. I would like to make that my Twitter icon. Thank you very much. What's the best match of the night, guys? Leave it in the chat. Again, I want to see what people think about the best match of the night. And while you guys are writing the best match of the night in the chat, I want to look at the poll, which has 55 votes. And that's not the best for Raw tonight, but it's all right. But it's look like we're trending towards blah, and it's a thumbs down. Right now, there's a thumbs down for Raw from you guys. You remember a couple weeks ago where WWE was getting thumbs up? Do you remember that? And we were like, holy shit. It's been forever since WWE has been getting thumbs up. And AEW is getting slight thumbs downs or thumbs middle. You know? Do you guys remember that? It was only a few weeks ago. And over the last couple of months. And now here we are tonight. And, I mean, this is a thumbs down. So I'm kind of shocked. I'd probably give Raw about a 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 tonight. Because, and you know, the Rollins stuff is so repetitive with Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, I'm into what they're doing, kind of. But what I'm not into with Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura is that it's just going on so long. And with it going on so long, it's just sort of a repetitive thing. Shinsuke taunts like video game Shredder. Shinsuke shows up, attacks Rollins. Like, it's the same thing. And yes, it's the dreaded, you know what it is. It's the dreaded
Cruise control.
That's right. I say it all the time. And so don't you. And in this case, Joe Bishop said it as a member down in the chat. Joe Bishop says it. It's the dreaded WWE cruise control. They are in
Cruise control.
And when you go into cruise control like this, you end up boring a lot of people. Some people can deal with it. Some people are okay with it. Some people are like, it's part of the story. It's going to be... I get it. Some people are cool with it. Some people are like, you need to be patient. That's fine. But the bottom line is I'm not going to pretend that I like it. I don't like it. It's boring to me now. I'm not going to pretend. It's not me complaining for complaining's sake. It's not me saying me and my friend Mark are going to stop watching Triple H. It's not that sort of thing. It's just that I'm being honest with you. I find it boring. It's almost the same thing, except Seth is wearing some other kind of weird fruitcake outfit that's a little bit different from the ones he wore before. So it's not like good. Good for you. You like it, that's fine. But guess what? I bet the ratings say in the ratings and the reviews, I bet they say that people are getting tired of it over and over again. And that if you're going to keep the feud going, fine, keep the feud going, but do something different with the feud. Have Shinsuke Nakamura do something personal to Becky and Seth. Have Shinsuke Nakamura, you know, do something. Dude, how about this? I'll give you something right now. Shinsuke Nakamura is back. All right. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are backstage. And they're talking about their baby. And Becky says it's the nanny on the phone, or it's Molly, you know, she's having whatever, the baby forgot her blanket, the baby, or the baby forgot this, or it's her favorite toy and we left it in our bags. And Seth is like, what's going on, Becky? And then Becky's like, oh, it's the nanny. We forgot the blanket. Her favorite toy, we left it in the suitcase before we dropped her at home. And then Seth is like, oh, like, and then she goes, see, look, we had it the whole time. Thank God we didn't lose it, because like it's her favorite thing. She screams and cries without it. And Seth is like, yeah, well, hey, at least we got it. We'll get it to her when we get home, you know. And Becky's like, yeah, you know. And Becky puts it in her suitcase. And then like Shinsuke steals the blanket. And then when they're not looking, he pulls it out of the thing. And then he's like, ah. I mean, that's so fucking stupid, though. But whatever. Anyway, he does something to them. Whatever he does to them, beats them up, craps on them, beats up Seth with a chair from the back of the head in the back. I don't know, whatever. And then Shinsuke says, looks like you got a boo-boo, Seth Rollins. And then he's like, well, I'm just going to... I'm gonna take a flight. I'm gonna give you the rest of the week off, Seth. But when I get back, you die. And then Shinsuke Nakamura says, you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm gonna take a flight to Las Vegas, and I'm gonna party in the name of Seth. You know, in the honor of Seth Rollins going to the hospital. And then Shinsuke Nakamura gets on the plane. He's taking a private flight. And Shinsuke brings the cameras on the plane. He goes, come here. I want you to fly with me to Las Vegas because I am going to, throughout the night, keep you updated on Seth Rollins' health status. Then he sips some wine. How long until takeoff? 15 minutes, Shin. Or make it 30 minutes, Shin. 30 minutes. Sounds good. The first report about Seth Rollins is he's in an ambulance right now, heading to the hospital. Shinsuke and Nakamura have more update when he gets to hospital. And then he sips his drink. And this is all leads to about, the next time where he says, how much time until we take off? 10 minutes, Shinsuke. Good, I still have time to update you. But in a second, you've got to go because I need to fly. Or whatever. And then, I know this is the wrong accent, but fuck him, deal with it. And then all of a sudden, the Shinsuke's like, can I get an update on when are we taking off?
Shinsuke will be ready to take off in about 3 minutes, so you might want to get everybody off the plane that's not going to be flying with us.
Sounds good. No problem, Captain. I have a good captain. And then, then they cut away. They come back. There's a commotion. There's like a boom, boom. Shinsuke's like, it's been 5 minutes. What's going on? Like, I thought we were supposed to take off. Is the camera crew still on? I kicked them off right now. Hey, Shinsuke, we gotta... This fucking Seth Rollins on the fucking megaphone, and he comes through the goddamn thing, and he beats the shit out of Shinsuke on the plane. Oh, my God, it'd be great. And he beats him up on the plane, and he fucking dumps, wine in his eyes and everything. And, I mean, you build this up from the beginning of the show where Shinsuke attacks Seth, then into Shinsuke getting on his plane, bringing the camera crew, giving the updates throughout the night, until the very end of the night, you know what I mean? And it could have been really good. You could have had this conclude the second hour, or you could have had this conclude and then lead into the DIY match. And that would have made the night better to me and made something fun and a little bit different. We've seen things like that before, but at least it's like it's not just Shinsuke on the prompter like, I'm going to attack you. Like, it's just like
shit bomb.
The same thing every fucking week.
Becky's kid should be kicked by Snitsky at Fastlane.
Yeah, he could have punted Becky's kid, just like Snitsky. But it's like they can't do these. I don't know why. It's like you can't do stuff. You can't do something like that. Why? Why can't you do something like that? Hey, Vintage 85. Go fuck yourself and die. Go listen to that big nose faggot talk about sucking JD's little fucking New York dick, you fucking cocksucker. Fuck you and fuck his family. How about that? Go listen to that, Vintage, you fucking loser fuck. You cocksmoker. Fucking kill yourself. You say that every fucking week in my chat. You come in my chat every fucking week and you say that stupid shit. Go advertise a rich cocksucker, why don't you? You fucking cum guzzler. Go give him your money, you fucking bitch-ass fuckhead. Go give a guy who's fucking already rich a bunch of money, you stupid fuck. I hope his big nose fucking breaks your brain cells into fucking pieces, you cunt. Go listen to a guy who fucking fucks around with 3 different women and lies to all of them about each other, makes them cry and hate themselves. Go listen to that, you fucking loser. Go listen to a 5'5" piece of shit cunt who sends a legal cease and desist order to a guy with 3 children who's fucking just trying to make it on YouTube years ago. And he doesn't like something I said. But now he says that people in AEW are babies for sending cease and desists. Meanwhile, he sent me a cease and desist and then threatened to sue me because I called him a cat fucker. Go listen to that midget fucking cocksucker cunt. The guy who, when I came up with an idea called Beer Goons, where we talked about beer, then he went with some fucking butt-pumping fuckbag to make a show called Connoisseurs where they talk over alcohol, which was basically Beer Goons, but he didn't want to do it with me. So he went and did it with some other fucking San Francisco butt-pumping fairy, but then the fucking show went nowhere because no one gave a shit because they came off like they sucked each other's dicks. Go listen to JD, you fucking cocksucker. Then go listen to his brother who threatens to kill people with a fucking gun because they said bad words about him. Yeah, go listen to New York Scumbag. Go do that, brother. Go listen to New York Scumbag who threatens to shoot and kill people and threatens a lawyer on you if you say bad things about him, but loves it when other people get flagged and taken down off Twitter, but he never does for some reason. Go listen to New York Scum because that's what they are. Go ahead and do it. Go listen to the big nose menorah fuckers. Go do that, brother. Go do that. And then kill yourself at the same time. I can't wait till Mustang JD gets in a car fire accident and he fucking burns alive. I'll laugh about it. I will. I'll laugh about it. And then I hope Solo fucking finds his body on the side of the road and then jerks off in it. How about that? You fuck bag. Fuck everybody. You're here. Don't ever come in my chat again, you fucking cunt. I hope if you have a family, they die in a campfire accident. How about that? I hope you go to Dave & Buster's and a fucking guy comes in there with a fucking steel dildo and beats you and your family to death. Yeah, go give money to the rich people. Go keep giving rich people money, you fucking idiot. You stupid fuck.
Fuck you with a broomstick.
Fuck. That fucking lemon went down the fucking wrong goddamn fucking tube, motherfucker.
On other people. It was like, I don't fuck serious. All right. Thank you, Joe Cronin. I appreciate that, whoever you are. I kind of heard the name, to be honest, but I don't know much about you. So, let's see. Stern recalled the one of...
Yeah, Opie, you're fucking... You could have a great internet show if you gave a shit. Opie, let me tell you that, bro. You could have a great internet show if you actually gave a shit. You know what I mean? Gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. Gunther! Crushing it tonight. All right, it's 11:53 at night, and, you know, I'm a scumbag, and I shouldn't be on the air. So go listen to my 25-minute podcast about who got the better result, Edge in AEW or Jade in WWE, and I talked about the contracts and how things went. Why did WWE get Jade? Why did AEW get Edge? So much in that. I did not put that part up on YouTube. So if you're a patron of at least $1 a month, $1 a month on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, go listen to this, download it, and give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section on Patreon if you want. Or just download it as audio on your phone or whatever and listen to it whenever. I don't know. Or play it. I don't know. Just enjoy it, whatever. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Tuesday. And Tuesday night, man, you know what's up on Tuesday night. It's going to be a fairly late night rage on Tuesday night tomorrow night because no worky on Wednesday. So tomorrow night will be a big one. Giants got spanked by the Seahawks. And shout out to everybody who joined the Patreon again. And John Wood, Brandon, the Ghost from the Coast, Brian Jardine, Alan Stober, Colonel Stutters, Dion Edwards, Stevio, James Beggs, Sith Negan, Nikki J, the Weed God, Drew Bar 100, Matt Rossmeyer, and especially John Wood and Brandon, who became new $25 producers on Patreon. Thank you guys. And listen to all the old shows there as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Keep it hard. You think that's what it is, Derek? I don't think so, but that's an interesting take, man. I actually don't think that, but that is an interesting take. I could see it. That is interesting. I could see it. Interesting. Shout out to the Monetize This champ, Luke Rojas. And thanks to everybody who dropped a donation tonight. Gerald Armstrong, Pacharo, Dre from Maine, Mr. Pico Boulevard, Louis Urdaneta, Dreams Lane, 8 months in a row, a member, thank you. And Mr. Pico Boulevard for that last one. So everybody have a good night. And ship the belt to Luke, Joe. I actually can't ship the belt to anybody because I'm negative $40 in my bank account right now. So I cannot ship the belt anywhere at this time. So that is not going to happen. But at some point it will, potentially. When I, maybe not, I don't know when it's going to, it legit can't send the belt.
I was given bread and bread comes and I wanted a full course meal.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for being here. Shout out to the Girdles.
Girdles.
I was given bread and bread comes and I wanted a full course meal.
Fuck you up with a broomstick.
You really need to try Clacacasantes.
Joe, I swear to God, if you don't stop, I will shoot you, Joe Cronin.
You know why I call my kids fuck trophies, right?
Going in. I'm going in.
My life was in danger.